Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome back, my friends, to Shadows of Sorcery. Joining us this evening, my delightful players. In the red corner, in purple, is Prodigious Maximus, as played by Elfie.
Ding 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 ding.
Wearing blue disguised as brown and red and blue disguised as red, it is Zerion playing Arcus the Librarian.
Hello.
Wearing dwarf disguised as dragon, disguised as dwarf, etc., etc. It is lying in Bedmont as Darren Morin.
Ooh yeah, it's about to get real.
And last but not least, not disguised at all, but still looking very, very bedraggled, it's Ingvar Svan, as played by Lydia.
Poor bugger. That he is.
Ah, How are we doing today, everybody? Are we ready? Are we ready to jump
Never.
back in?
The only
gonna
kind
do
of
the
pain I'm
recap?
missing is the emotional, and I'm sure that's on the way.
Probably.
Thank you for volunteering, Lang.
Damn it! The one time. Fine. When last we met, our intrepid adventurers managed to find their way to Necroneer, the necromantic golf place that we were kind of all expecting to be the necromantic golf place, and immediately discovered that the local government is well aware of our arrival and has indeed invited us imminently to dinner. On the way to that, though, we also discovered that the town's very much under the grip of evil tyrannical rule that is holding children as hostages, and immediately we all slipped into establishing a revolution.
Yep.
So we are now greasing palms on our way to the local, embassy of sorts.
Of sorts. Indeed, last we left off...
Where we have encountered a familiar face.
Indeed, last we left off, my delightful, delicious players had taken taken towards the local inn where they've been informed the various hostages, shall we say, are being kept. And in the process, they met a beleaguered carriage driver trying to haul a massive trunk off the back of a carriage. The beleaguered carriage driver asked for some assistance. You pulled the trunk off the carriage. You distracted the carriage driver with a massive chunk of gold. And then opened the trunk to find a selection of bottles of thistledown wine that you have scurried away one of in your coat pocket. The four of you then proceeded as Prod and Ingvar were talking behind the carriage. You, Librarian, and you, Darren, proceeded into the inn, where you met a familiar figure striding out towards his carriage, a Magister Veren Lork of Farrenholm, one of 3 Magisters who presides over the city. And that is where we left off last time. And so we are going to pick it up, first things first, with Ingvar and Prod, who are currently standing outside behind the carriage. What are you guys doing right now?
Feeling proud of myself.
Yeah?
Eh? Wondering if it would be better for these two to stay outside in case of trouble.
Okay. So you two are thinking about keeping watch, as it were, next to the carriage that has a pair of massive dire wolves chained to its front.
I mean, if the wolves... No. I mean, if the wolves get a bit nervy, I can always throw bread at them.
Well, you already watched the carriage driver throw a massive chunk of dripping red meat to the wolves, and they're kind of busy, like, tearing at it and at each other as the carriage driver kind of steps back a little bit.
We did already pop open the trunk and look through it, right?
Yes, you took the trunk. Hold on, let me. There we go. You took the trunk off the back. Darren popped the locks, and it's still open on the sidewalk. So if you want to do any further investigation checks, you can.
Slight correction, I attempted and failed to pop the locks, so then the librarian destroyed them.
Yes, that's right.
Then I
so
repaired them.
the locks have been eldritch blasted off.
Oh, yes.
So there are like several scorch marks on the outside of the crate, and the lid is open if you wanna take a look inside.
I thought I repaired it. It's closed now, right? Because I did mending on the locks.
Mending has its limits.
One of which is mending a material, which a lock is.
But you did not say you were going to mend the locks at the end of the session.
I thought they did.
I thought that was very much implied, considering it was the only broken
after
thing.
we looted it.
Okay, that's fine. I will stand corrected. My memory is a little off sometimes.
It's been a month.
It's been a month since our last session. I'm allowed to forget a few things.
You had goblin PTSD. It's gonna.
I had goblin PTSD. Yeah, it was very fun. Okay, yeah, no. So the locks are repaired. The chest is still open, but you can lock it as and when you like. So you have a moment if the two of you would like to do your own investigation check, other than Darren's little pilfering, shall we say? If you would like, you don't have to. You can just close it and move on if you like.
What did you pilfer?
Darren pilfered a single bottle of thistledown wine, of which there are 12 in this box, along with, as far as you can tell from cursory examination, a couple of like folded pieces of clothing and padding to keep the bottle safe and so on.
Oh, can I roll an investigation check to see if there's anything exciting in there?
Sure, roll me an investigation check. I'll give you some thresholds here. Anything under a 5, you probably won't find anything interesting. Anything above a 10, you will find something. Anything above a 15, you will find something mildly interesting. And if you get above a 20, you will find something very interesting.
Okay. Anyone wanna, I don't know, help me do this?
A little busy.
Anyone looking inside as well?
I mean, Ingvar could give her a hand, I suppose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lend
I
me
mean,
an
what are
eye.
the statistical odds you roll lower than?
That's a 15.
That is exactly a 15. Okay, so you find something mildly interesting. As you're sort of rifling through the various bits and pieces in here, you do find under a folded up set of clothes, there's a couple of pieces of paper and there's a letter. You pull out, it's this lovely cream envelope with this black wax that's been snapped off, but if you like align the wax pieces, you can see a sigil on there. And you open it up and there's a piece of paper in there. It's a relatively short letter. Would you like the contents now or later?
I stow it and
Stow it. Okay.
and put everything back.
Okay. All right. In the meantime, Arcus and Darren, as you both sort of push open the doors to the inn, you see coming down the stairs the figure of Magister Varen Lork, this elderly, sort of slightly rotund robed man in a heavy hat, walking with this large staff, sort of walking down the stairs and out towards the front door. And he sort of looks up, looks at you, squints. He's not wearing his glasses, you notice. He squints at you and goes, Darren, is that you? Where's my things?
I'm gonna pitch shift my voice down an octave or two and say, Oh, my dear chap, I fear you are mistaken.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Have you? I don't suppose you've seen my coachman around, have you? He was meant to be bringing up my luggage.
Oh, I saw him outside just a moment ago. I'm sure he'll be on his in due course.
Oh, good. My apologies. I can't see very well. The city is so very, very dark. I haven't introduced myself. I am Magister Verin Lork of Ferrenholm. I don't suppose you would do me the honor of your names.
I have no idea what terms we last left this guy on.
Would you like to roll an intelligence check to find out?
I would like to be able to remember things in my daily life for sure.
I gave him the name Argus Wingoven, didn't I? Which was an
we
arcane...
haven't we hadn't spoken just yet.
Had we not? I thought it was back
No,
in the university.
we ended literally on going through the door and seeing him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like the last time you guys saw this particular person, you were escaping his basement.
Oh, yeah. We should not give him the names we
Oh,
gave
come
before.
off it.
And 7.
Well, better early than late, I suppose.
It was a couple of months ago. You're relatively certain you didn't give him a name. But you also, and you know that you were a dwarf at the time. But you don't know if he'd recognize your voice. So, yeah, but you pitch shifted it, so you know.
Yeah, just in case. Better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm. You're pretty sure you didn't give him your name.
What's a good name to give this guy? Oh, I had one in my notes actually. Hang on.
Stacy fake name.
Yeah.
Stacy Fake? No! No! No, I watched that literally the other day, Elfie. I
How do
watched
you do? I'm Brendan Lee
Mentopolis
Mulligan.
literally the other day. God damn it.
My name is Ida Rankar,
I'm sorry. could you
arcane
repeat
researcher and professor of summer.
that? Could you repeat that, please?
My name is Ida Arankar.
Ida Aranka. Okay. The Magister sort of. Oh, it's very good to meet you. What? I'm sorry. I'm holding you up in the door. Come in. I'm sure the landlord has something for you upstairs. I'm sorry, I'm holding you up. And he sort of turns and starts walking up the stairs. As he does, he says, arcane research, you say? I'm somewhat fascinated.
You're something of a scientist yourself.
I'm something of a researcher myself. Tell me, Ida, what do you research? He says as he sort of walks up the stairs. Do you follow him?
Can I make an insight roll?
Yeah.
I want to see if this guy is faking it, because we have no idea how good his eyesight actually is, and he may have just recognized us.
Be surprised.
Well, you both look completely different.
Yeah, and not for like
So-
illusion reasons or anything.
Well, kind of. I have some magic affecting my clothes.
Yeah, Arcus has...
I rolled a 29.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. He seems like relatively clueless. Insofar as you can figure, he's more interested in like getting out of the drafty cold doorway like he's relatively old. You think that if he recognizes you, he is extraordinarily good at hiding it. But you think he probably doesn't.
Okay. I'm happy to kind of go in then, cautiously.
Yeah, I'll head up the stairs, I suppose.
Okay. So yeah, the Magister sort of goes, what is your area of expertise, might I ask, Mr. Iranka?
Well, I've been known to dabble in a few of the different fields, but my heart is always in the field of transmutation.
Ah, transmutation. I see. My own expertise stems more from translocation. You see, it's a very, very difficult piece of research. I have found over the years, moving one thing from one place to another at extreme velocity to nigh point of teleportation is the study of the arcane in that area is few and far between. People have a tendency to just accept for blind fact what is, and nobody tries to understand why it is, you see.
Intriguing.
Can I just do a sort of just as we're going through here? Can I just do a general insight check on everything, or some kind of perception check of everything that's around?
Yeah, give me a perception check. Sure.
Yup. Oh, come on.
Can I also perceive this room I'm walking through?
I will allow you to also perceive.
It's basically the help action.
It's basically the help action.
What the fuck? Where did this dice go? Okay.
It's
Interesting.
Dice don't have
Right.
It's
10.
gone.
10.
It's just watching it
okay.
float in midair, right?
Yep. No, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, you guys sort of here's what I'll give you, because you're semi-keeping the Magister occupied while your companions are downstairs and leading, not necessarily leading him, he's kind of leading, but you're sort of doing that sort of leading from slightly behind of this way and you sort of come up to this sort of first floor area. The first thing you see is there's barely any patrons. If this inn is making money, it's probably through illegal means because there's nobody here, basically.
Laundry.
Extremely transparent front. Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically empty. And you can see in one corner, sort of behind the count, the check-in counter for the stay part of the inn, you can see this relatively elderly, brusque-looking woman who's holding. She's holding an apple and she's crunching into it occasionally. This really bright red apple. There's one patron sitting at a table, who's got a relatively large ale, but just seems to be slightly disassociating. And you see the bartender in sort of the other corner. One of the things I will say you notice is the bartender and the landlady are trying to stay as far away from each other as possible, for some reason. You don't know why.
Has Lucian turned into a low-quality Vocaloid for anyone else?
Yes.
Oh, good, it wasn't just me then.
Oh,
was
good.
you,
Everybody's
apparently.
turned into a low-quality Vocaloid for me. Okay. Hold on.
Everyone's going robotic.
Actually, no, it's just lying in Lucian, which means it's
Oh, yeah.
presumably
Yeah.
just that section of England. We don't have
Oh,
anything
dear.
to worry
You guys all
about.
sound perfectly fine to me, but Lucian is...
Oh, my Discord's gone. Oh. Oh dear. Discord? No! Not during a D&D stream! How dare you! Technical difficulties, everybody. We'll be right back. Give me back my... Give me back my Discord. How dare you? Discord. I'm howling at the moon. Sleeping in the middle of a sunny afternoon. Is it my internet? No. No, it's not my internet. I think it's just Discord itself. Discord itself has fucked off. I think Discord servers are down. Holy shit. Discord status. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, literally. Okay. I think everybody's gotten kicked out of Discord. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna stand by, everybody, and we'll be back in a moment. Now, the status website loaded for me, but... And it says everything is fine, but it will not open. Just checking for updates. Discord is... Okay, so for half of us, Discord has just died. Got it. Interesting. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Quick intermission, everyone, while we try and... while we wait for this to get sorted. I don't have... hold on. I mean, I do have Video Ninja, but... okay, we'll... might try and... okay, hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm... That's what I'm thinking. Okay. And if I do that, oh fuck. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Whisper. How the fuck? Okay. No. Hold on. I need to open Twitch in browser. See if this works. Gonna be a little weird. I'm gonna have to move some audio sources around because this is not the way it's meant to work. Oh no! Hold on, Discord's coming back. It's coming back. No. Hold on, Discord's coming back. I'm doubling. It's coming. Oopsie. Okay. Okay, I think we're back. Are we back? Are we back? I would hope so. Come on. Let me in.
If it's only three of us have been here, fine. And just you two just killed.
Well, apparently there are people in chat who are having issues too.
Yeah. Huh.
Strange.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah,
we're back.
Lucian should be back online momentarily.
I am back.
They are back.
I am back.
Can you not hear them, Lion?
What Thousand Eyes says.
Have we lost Lion again?
Oh dear, his line died. Oh no.
I'm still very much here.
Oh good.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Just waiting on Lucian.
Lucian
Fuck
is
you.
here.
They're there. Am I gonna go get the defib?
No, Lying's just being a dick. As usual. Right.
Sometimes I can still hear their voice.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
There was a boot rapidly approaching your location, Lion.
There is a
There was a-
Tarrasque
Come on, even
rapidly
I'm
approaching your location.
I persuade the Tarrasque.
I seduced the Tarrasque.
Your DC is 50. Roll me a persuasion check.
Can we add up if we combine our collective
persuade
raise
the
rolls?
DM to be nice to me.
Right.
Tarrasque
Okay.
stamps on you, but you're right between the toes.
Right. Well, where were we?
We were
Uh,
failing to perceive the room.
Yes, you were failing to perceive the room. One of the things that I was saying is that you can tell, even on that extraordinarily low perception check, a mediocre perception check for Arcus, that the landlady and the bartender, aka the landlady and the landlord, are trying to keep as much distance from each other as possible. Like there is like tension in the air, and it's not pleasant.
Relationship struggles or moral differences?
You are not in the building.
I am not. I'm just nosy.
I know. I know. Okay. So,
Alright.
yeah. That's the basics of your two's perception check as you sort of walk up into the inn area. And sort of the Magister is sort of walking onwards to sort of a table over here, and he sort of sits down in front of a meal that has already been sort of prepared and laid out for him, as it seems. And he turns to you and says, I'm sorry. I've been waxing lyrical about my own work, but please, I would, if you'll indulge an old fool, I would love to know more about what you're working on.
Librarian, what are you up to while I'm keeping this guy busy?
I'm just surprised he hasn't asked me my name the whole time. I've just
Yeah,
been
there is
here.
that. Let's take advantage
Anyway,
of that
I'm just gonna take advantage of the fact he's ignored the fuck out of me.
From what you can tell, on that 10 perception, from what you can tell is Magister Verenlork has locked onto one of you, and his eyesight is so bad that he thinks he's seeing double. At least that's what you think is happening here.
Okay. So you said that the barkeep and the who are avoiding each other?
The barkeep
Landlady.
and the landlady, so like the woman behind the counter that runs the inn and the bartender are like on literal opposite ends of the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was our plan here again? I'm trying to remember. I've been trying to remember for the last 20 minutes. Were we just scoping it out right now to try and figure out how to get the children out, or what are we thinking?
You came here to scope it out to see if you could get the children out, or like find a way to like deactivate their bracelets. Was what you had originally intended.
Do I see anything with my magic vision that could be like a control console or something? I know there's the main
No.
one, but there might be like some kind of relay maybe.
no control consoles that you can see. However, you do know, like, magic vision isn't necessarily specific enough to tell you that's a control console. It is specific, it's specific enough to tell you that down on the lower floor, there's like 10 to 12 of these bracelet signatures. Because you've seen that signature before, you know what that looks like. There's like 10 or 12 signatures of that bracelet downstairs.
Okay, I am going to cast message and whisper over to Darren, like, I'm gonna check out downstairs.
You have a ring of communication, dude.
Yeah, which I have to speak into, which is a lot
You
more
also-
obvious than just whispering under my breath.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you know, message requires you to point at the person you're speaking to, but, you know, fair enough.
Does it?
Yes, actually. I believe it does.
Oh,
Point your
yeah.
finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. So,
Yeah. It's basically the same thing.
A second, I just point behind my back, real discreet, like.
Uh-huh.
No, I used the ring in that case. I forgot about the pointing action.
Yeah, like, message has, like, a somatic? No. Yes? Verbal somatic.
Somatic is the hand gesture.
Yeah, somatic component. Yeah. Yeah. You can use the ring to talk to Darren.
I am also going to cast Mage Hand whilst we're on the move.
But yeah, I say what I said before, and I start heading downstairs.
Okay. Right. In the
Let me just-
meantime, Prod and Ingvar, what are you two doing? You notice that the carriage driver, Garen, has come back around the back of the carriage and is sort of staring at the trunk a little forlornly of like, oh shit, now I have to lift this fucking thing, kind of.
I've already
Yeah.
clipped the locks back on,
Mhm.
and I've been like, well, nice seeing you. Let's go this way now.
Well, I was going to offer to help him take it in, but you know.
Nah, we already helped him. I don't give a shit. We gave him so much money. Like, so
Sorry,
much money.
we?
Royal we gave him so much money. Like an
Are you two
obscene
having
amount.
this discussion in
No,
front of him?
no.
No.
No, I'm like,
Okay.
Come on. There's stuff in there that'll help him. Come on.
I think the courteous thing to do would be to help take it inside. I mean, what
Garen-
are those muscles for? Otherwise.
Garen is like circling round the case before he settles on an end, grabs it by one handle and starts dragging it into the building. It's taking a little bit of strength.
Yeah, he's fine. It's fine.
Ivor just gives out a sigh of prod and goes and grabs the other end of the trunk then.
Okay, sure. You grab the other end of the trunk, Ingvar. Garen looks up and goes, thank you. And you both drag it into the inn. And Garen takes one look at the stairs and goes, the Magister can grab stuff when he comes down. And walks back out to the carriage.
Well, at least it's inside.
Right. Prod, you walk into the sort of lower floor area of the inn.
So there's some archery down there. That's cool. Prod's gonna see if he can just sort of like scope out the layout of the building, I guess.
It's not a difficult layout to sort of scope out. The building's basically an L shape that goes up several stories. And you think upper stories are probably guest rooms, first floor maybe like bar area, check-in. Lower floor just seems to be like various bits of storage, little bit of like prison cells for child hostages, you know, the usual.
Okay. That's mostly what I was looking out for.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick little scout around, see if anyone's here. Who might
There's no
witness me.
There's no guards. You can see the librarian is already like down, sort of down that hallway. You can see like a pair of cell doors that have been built into relatively new-looking walls. And you can see the librarian down there, but there's no guards necessarily. You get the feeling that guards aren't really necessary in these situations. And to this point, Arcus, as you sort of approach the doors, right, are you gonna attempt to open them, or are you just sort of looking through?
I'm going to try and not really, well, I kind of have to be obvious here, look through and take count of how many children are here, and like what their conditions are.
Okay.
If anyone needs immediate medical attention or anything like that.
Okay. So, looking through the bars, you see 4 boys in like one side of the this sort of cell area, and then 3 girls in the other side. You note that in the boys' side there are 5 beds, but there's only 4 children. And on the girls' side, there are, again, 5 beds, but there's only 3 children.
Okay. I quickly ask Arcus whether they want to deal with this on their own, because I can make a big kerfuffle upstairs, and that'll hopefully give them time to take some of the bracelets off or something similar.
Do I have the anti-magic orb with me?
Did you decide to bring it, or did you leave it in the house where you guys
We definitely brought it, but I don't know who has it.
We definitely brought it with us.
I mean,
I think
you're the
probably
one
have
who
it.
usually carries it, so you'd probably have it, even if it's deactivated at the moment.
Okay. I would need probably hours to properly take it out for everyone here.
You know that it took you about, like, 45 minutes to take it off of Danny. You think, given a successful, like, tools check, you could probably get that down to about 30 minutes per child. But it would still take time, and you would need, like, medical equipment and stuff like that. Like, with Danny, you had time, and you had, like, everyone around helping out. But in this instance, you wouldn't, so...
Ooh, okay. I'm just thinking of something right now. How big is the gap in the hallway from the floor to the ceiling?
From the floor to the ceiling? About 15 feet.
Okay.
Like, the hallway itself is about 10 feet wide.
I'm trying to do very bad mental math in my head for how volume transfers to surface area. Would I be able to use Fabricate to basically make a false wall here?
What are the specifics of the Fabricate spell?
It takes 10
It's
minutes
not
to
a
cast.
spell, is it?
Yeah,
Or
it's a
is it
spell.
Okay, it's not
It's a
a...
4th level transmutation spell. It's not something that's unique to me.
Okay, it's not an artificer thing. Okay.
No.
Carry on.
You can fabricate a large or small object contained within a 10-foot cube or connected 8 connected 5-foot cubes, given a sufficient supply of raw material. If you're working with metal, stone, or any other substance, it can not be larger than a medium, so contained within a 5-foot cube. But since it's a wall, my understanding is like you could kind of just like unfold that cube to make it about 20 feet of surface area.
I mean, realistically, my understanding here is you want to make a false wall, basically.
Yeah.
And you want to put this false wall where exactly?
Basically just to make it appear like there's no slaves' quarters. Or give them at least like a couple minutes of thinking, okay, what the fuck's happened here?
So you want to either cover the doors or like cover... Hold on, let me... Box ruler. You want to sort of cover this area? I would assume.
Yeah, like basically make a wall there to make it look like it never existed in the hall.
I mean,
I'm not quite sure what that would do. Because
mostly just put a
currently
barrier between them and me. As soon as the distraction's over, they'll just be like, okay, what the fuck's happened here? And they'll at least have to like break through it to get to me.
If it's a physical wall, yeah, that might be something. It'd slow them down.
But we're
But
planning
also,
to
they
make
may just
this a-
spot the wall.
We're
Yeah,
planning
that's
to
true.
make this a stealth mission. Not that I know as prod, but Arcus might see that there are some like wardrobes and stuff in the rooms, and perhaps if we found the brick behind, like loosened a brick behind one of the wardrobes and stuff, a kid may be able to like go
Danny...
through the wardrobe and
Okay,
out the other
so-
side.
This is information that you guys gleaned last session. Danny did tell you that somewhere in, like, the cells, there is a portion of the wall that has a hole in it large enough to, like, hand parcels through.
Right.
So you guys do have that
think-
information.
Do you think you could
Okay.
make that bigger?
I could definitely make it bigger, not with the fabricate spell.
Okay.
Because the fabricate spell explicitly stops transmutation. I think one of us does have mold earth though. I think it unfortunately might be Darren though.
It is me.
Okay.
I could like just do it manually slowly. I have a
slowly.
chisel.
No.
It would take
Well-
you a couple of hours.
Yeah. I could just explode it, which I don't think would be great either.
Yeah, let's not do that.
No, my brain might use one of the exploding arrows, but I blow up all the children in the process.
How about we make friends with the kids so they know who we are and can trust us first?
Yeah, before they start screaming.
Who's
may
got
also
good
have some
charisma?
ideas.
I have a right charisma.
You, I think.
Okay. It's your job to make friends with these kids and make sure that they trust us. Tell them that, what was the boy's name?
Danny.
Danny. That Danny,
Danny boy.
We helped Danny boy. We took the silver bracelet off. And that we plan to help them do the same. But they need to trust us, and it might take some time.
Okay, I've got all that.
I will go
Can I
upstairs and, like, be annoying.
Sure, you can go upstairs and be annoying if you like.
Perfect.
And you gotta
Oh,
still
wait.
keep an eyeball out.
Not causing a ruckus, but causing just some
A
problems.
distraction.
Okay, yeah, you
Making
can
everyone
do
know
that.
who I am, really.
So who's your
do that.
prod?
I might start. You know what? I could start telling people I'm a barbarian, and then they would never know that I had magic.
Arcus, what are you doing?
I'd like to go up to the boys' room wall and go, hey, Danny boy sent us. We
One
heard
of
there's
the
quite a few of you here.
one of the kids sort of vibrates his way across the room. Okay.
A test subject to fucking Lauren's magic experiments, I guess.
God.
His alarm's going off.
Walks up to the sort of bars and sort of looks at you through them, and then just pulls the door open. It's not locked. And sort of looks at you.
They don't expect the kids to escape because they know they're being watched.
Yeah. Sort of looks up at you and goes. And this kid looks maybe about 9 years old. He's got like a slightly snotty nose and like blondish hair that's slightly shaggy, hasn't been cut in maybe a couple of weeks. And he looks up at you and goes, Danny sent you? But Danny's meant to come back.
Danny's doing fine there. Before I say anything else, did we verify this was not a surveillance device as well? It was just like a channeling thing for a spell?
You verified that it's not a tracking device. So as far as you can tell, it has no surveillance abilities. But it is a spell channeling device, as far as you can tell.
So they could technically, like, channel a fucking seer spell through it or whatever if they wanted to at any given time.
It would be a very inefficient use because you'd essentially be splitting, like, from what you can understand.
It would be very inefficient and bad, which you probably wouldn't do it.
From what you can understand, if someone channels something, it will be channeled to every bracelet simultaneously. Thusly, if you channel a scry spell into it, you will be scrying on all of these children at exactly the same time in exactly the same space, which would be really unpleasant, basically. Like, it's not designed...
Pocket for later.
It's not designed for surveillance. It's just designed for enforcement, shall we say.
Definitely one's having a wee.
One is having a wee. But anyway, I'll continue and go like, Danny, we helped Danny out. We got that bracelet off him. He's free now, and we want to do the same for everyone else here.
This child looks down at his wrist, sort of holds it up to the light, and you can see this where Danny had like it covered over by like ragged edges of clothing. You can see clearly where this like 5-pointed bracelet goes in and out of the skin of this child's wrist, and you can see it clearly as it like makes this sort of zigzag around the edge of his wrist, and sort of like embeds itself. And he looks at it and he goes, "Well, it doesn't hurt anymore. So, but would it hurt to get off?"
It would hurt quite a bit to get off, but it means it will never hurt ever again. And it means you'll be able to go back to your parents and leave here.
He sort of looks down at the floor, and you can see tears coming out of his eyes. My dad is, and he sort of points. He points in a direction, and you're not entirely sure where. He kind of points a little bit towards sort of the square, but you can see that he's crying quietly but quite intensely now.
Am I to assume his dad's dead?
It's a possibility.
Can I hug this kid?
Yeah, you can hug him. Roll me a comfort check.
I guess charisma.
I guess just a straight charisma roll. Yeah.
22.
Your massive, warm blue robes that are currently brown envelop this like 9-year-old child, and like it. Like, when you wear these robes, it does feel comfortable, but for this child who has been, like, essentially imprisoned and made to, like, serve, for, like, maybe a good, like, 3 years at this point, by the looks of it, has suddenly been enveloped in, like, the softest, warmest, like, material that he's probably ever felt in his life. You just, like, he just starts shaking and sobbing and crying as, like, he just buries himself in your chest. And it's honestly heartbreaking.
Yeah, I think Arcus is just kind of holding this one. It's okay, it's okay. You're gonna be okay, you're all gonna be okay.
And you see a couple of the other kids sort of peering around, like looking up from the sort of makeshift cots that are in these sort of cells. And like there's one specific like tiefling child who looks over, who has this like battered little book under one arm that looks like it's been read so many times. And this kid looks maybe a little older than the rest. Not as old as Danny. Danny was like 14, 15 years old. This kid looks maybe about 13, 12. And he's holding this like book under one arm, and he looks up at you and goes, Danny sent you, right? Yeah?
Yep, Danny sent it.
And you'll get us out, right?
Yep. I need your help with that, though. They said there was a loose brick wall somewhere. That's how you passed messages back and forth, right?
Yeah. And he leads you over to this sort of wall, and he pushes a couple of bricks aside, and you can see where it usually looks like a flat piece of wall. There's now this sort of like break where you can maybe fit about, it's maybe like a 1.5 by 1.5 foot hole, basically. It's not big enough to crawl through, but it's big enough to like push a small parcel.
Okay. Do any of the other bricks around the entrance kind of look weak as well? Like they could be removed?
Around the entrance?
Around that hole, basically.
Not that you can see. Like, there's the hole for like specifics. It's next to that torch there. Just there.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like that part of the mortar has eroded away over time and has slowly gotten to the point where someone was able to push 1 or 2 of the bricks out, and just nobody bothered to repair it. And like the kids basically like pulled the bricks out and then like put them back in, and they've done it so many times now that it's relatively easy to pull those few bricks out. But if you like spent a bit of time, you could probably make that hole wider. But if you did, you wouldn't be able to really conceal it anymore.
Okay.
Maybe we
Can-
return at night and work on them during the night.
Yeah, we could. I have an idea that would need Darren's help, though. We could either use their acid splash to erode the mortar around the remaining bricks, and I can kind of fabricate a staircase down since we're kind of above a little bit. Or we could just use their mold earth to kind of make a hole.
Speaking of, Prod and Darren, Let's start with you, Prod, actually. What are you doing as you sort of enter into the inn itself?
I am... I saunter up to the bar, I order a drink, I sort of try and be as friendly as I can with all of the patrons here, turning up the charm to 100.
There is one patron, and there's the Magister, and there's Darren, and that's it.
Okay. Well, I pretend like I don't know Darren, as well, and be like, you two, you seem very interesting, blah, 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 and then try to talk to everybody.
Okay.
I am a prince!
Do you say that?
Yes!
You say, okay, roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Well,
nobody
I'll have
can
you
help
know,
you.
If this was acting, which I assume it is, that I do have advantage on all performance and deception checks at the moment. So that would just be a flat.
I will allow you to roll deception as a flat if you would like.
Thank you. What? 17!
17. Okay. The Magister sort of turns around and looks at you as you sort of say this. You say, I'm a prince. He turns around and looks at you and he squints. And then he goes, Didn't I have you arrested?
No, that must be another person. I am Prince of...
I could swear that I...
No, don't be silly.
Magister, that seems highly prejudiced against our folks. I didn't take you for such a sort.
But no, it's not. I'm terribly sorry, Your Highness. I'll just get back to talking with my friend here, and he sort of turns back to you. I will say that intervention there was just enough to lower the DC. Like, in that sort of vein of things. Just enough to lower the DC to make the Magister second guess himself. As you sort of walk around, Prod, what are you gonna, like, talk to the other patrons? Are you gonna talk to the bartender? Anything specific you want to find out?
I'm gonna talk to this lad.
Okay.
And I'm gonna introduce myself as Enid Halffoot. And just talk about how what a fine establishment this is, and how good the wine is.
This man sort of goes, "Oh, well, it's a lovely to meet you. My name is Axel Karnji, and I'm a traveling salesman, if you will. I am a salesman of all sorts of treatments and medicinal herbs and poultices, and a traveling apothecary, if you will. I don't suppose that you would be interested in purchasing such a rarefied collection of potions and poultices to heal the body and the mind." And he sort of gestures to a small case that he has laid out on the table that he flips open, and you can see there's like an array of bottles and like a couple of like bandages and salves and all this sort of thing that are arrayed out. And also you notice like there's a couple of bottles of pills in there as well.
Alfie doesn't have the words to express all this. But Prod's gonna, turn up the charm. And he's gonna see if there's, actually a potion of healing in there. If so, he'll buy it.
Okay.
If there's not, he's gonna talk about a rash in a very unsavory place that he wonders if he has any healing salve.
Roll me an insight. Insight or perception, unless you're actively, trying to investigate this, in which case you can roll investigation.
5!
5. This guy seems legit.
Yeah!
It looks like there's a couple of red bottles in there.
Alright, I'm gonna talk about my my pelvic rash and see if he has anything to cure it.
You start talking about your pelvic rash, and Karanji sort of looks you over and goes, "Well, I'm sure that I have something in here for that." And he sort of grabs 2 bottles and a small pouch full of pills and shakes them and goes, "Yes, these should do nicely." And he pushes a couple of things towards you, and he says, "That'll be 2 gold and 5 silver, if you don't mind. A good cure's worth its weight in gold, you know."
Thanks, mate. I pay 2 gold and 6 silver.
6 silver. You slip him an extra silver. All right. He takes your money. You watch as he actively bites one of the coins as you hand them over, and pockets them and pushes a pair of a red bottle, a green bottle, and a small pouch of pills towards you.
Yeah, that's fine. Prod's just gonna pocket them, and be like, "Thanks, mate." He knows. Okay, he knows not to take any pills from not a verified seller. He knows this. That was beaten into him, mostly because things happened while he was a paladin of Killist in the temple. But he wants to convince this guy he's loaded and an idiot.
Right,
Which is
okay.
not necessarily incorrect things, but he also wants everyone to think he's very trusting when he's not particularly.
Okay.
He goes, "Thank you, sir," and he goes and tries to book a room, I think.
Okay. You approach the sort of inn area, and this sort of elderly, maybe in her late 60s woman is sort of sitting behind the counter. She's holding this bright red apple in one hand, and she looks up at you and she goes, she squints a little bit, puts on a pair of glasses and goes, "Can I help you, love?"
Yes, can I have, a big room, please?
A big room. Well, our biggest room has currently been occupied, but if you want, we can give you the next best thing.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. How long you planning to stay?
Oh, let's call it one night and then we'll roll over from there.
One night. All right.
It's okay if
People,
I stay
people
longer.
usually stay a little longer here in Necronair, you know. You sure you don't want to pay up front a little bit longer?
Ooh. 2 nights then.
Well, all right then. And she sort of writes up a little bill, pulls this sort of small iron key out, puts it down and says, "That'll be 20 gold if you don't mind."
Bloody hell. I pay it up.
All right. You pay 20 gold. You have a room here at the inn. And she turns to look at you again and says, by the way, you said you were a prince? And prince of where, exactly? If you don't mind sharing.
Of course, of course. Prod's gonna make up a story about his homeland. Which he has, so he personally has, Prod's never visited, but this character totally has been there. And he's gonna describe, like, a place called, I'm just gonna say Eden. And it's like a small, orc settlement, south of the mountains. And it's beautiful and scenic. If you travel to the top of the mountain nearby, you can see all the way to the sea. Not many people have heard of it, like real Nigerian prince vibes.
Alright, roll me a deception check. With advantage because of actor.
Come on, baby. Whatcha? That's a 16.
16. Lady says, well, I've never heard of the place myself, but sounds like a lovely place. Maybe I'll go on holiday there sometime.
Oh, you'd find it
And
gorgeous.
she sort of
I'd
takes
love
a
to
bite of this, like, red apple. And, like, it's a little disgusting. The juice sort of dribbles down her chin as she doesn't stop making eye contact with you. And it's kind of unnerving.
I heard there was a festival going on. Can you enlighten me?
festival,
My friend
eh?
invited me.
Here? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
something on.
No, Necroneer hasn't had a festival in, I want to say 30, 40 years?
Oh. Strange.
Wonder where you heard that. She takes another bite of the apple.
Well, I don't remember where she said she was staying, but she might be here. What was the name of that dominatrix who was visiting Necroneer?
The elven dominatrix.
Yeah.
Let me go check real quick.
Just check Darren's hit list.
Anissa Devram.
Anissa
was her
Devram.
name.
I
Yes.
name drop Anissa Devram to see if get anything like a reaction. Be like, she's staying here?
You drop the name, Anissa Devram, and the woman goes, well, if she were, I wouldn't be able to tell you, of course. You understand, client confidentiality, we can't go airing everyone's dirty laundry here.
Of course, of course. And I'm sure you're not going to tell anybody I turned up either.
Oh, of course not. Of course. If I were to, say, accidentally drop a gold piece and someone peeked in my books, well, I can't stop them, now can I?
Oh no, absolutely not. I fake a sneeze and throw a gold piece over the counter.
Okay. She steps away slightly and starts very slowly bending over to pick it up. And she has a sort of ledger book in front of her that you can take a look at.
Okay.
You scan down. You do not see the name Anissa Devram. That one she doesn't seem to have checked into this particular inn. You do see the name Magister Verenlorg, or you see the name Verenlorg to be specific, and you also see, like, in a smaller room, his coachman Garen. You also see the ledger is like transactions. You see various transactions for payments and tithes to the Hamora baronies. You also see the name Calix inscribed, sort of checked in 2 days ago, has not checked out. And last but not least, you see the name Greyfold. Most of these seem to be last names, like no first names, or rather the first names are initialized rather than spelt out. But you see P. Calix and M. Greyfold are two other people that are currently staying in the inn at the moment, other than yourself now and the Magister.
Cool. P. Calix, M. Greyfold. Do I recognize those names at all?
Not from memory, no.
Okay. I'm just going to sit somewhere and drink loudly and converse, I think.
Okay. In the meantime...
On that table.
In the meantime, Ingvar, what are you doing at the moment?
Well, he's currently standing at the bottom of the staircase.
You're standing at the bottom of the staircase. You have the librarian behind you currently talking to some kids. You can hear up the stairs, slightly muffled, Prod is boasting about being a prince.
Yep.
And you see the coachman, Garen, sort of pull his own, like, small satchel out of the carriage. He sort of looks at it for a moment, looks around, as he's sort of looking for a place to, like, actually put the carriage. Like, is there a stable or something? And he eventually just gives up, looking down the road, left, right, just straight streets and everything. He's like, and he throws another piece of meat to the dire wolves and then walks in and starts to walk past you up the staircase.
Well, he watches the fella walk up the staircase for a moment and then just glances over at the librarian.
Okay. The librarian is still engaged with, like, this one snotty-nosed child that is like, librarian, you know, your robes are relatively nice, but now they're brown and now they're slightly covered in, like, 6-year-old, 9-year-old child snot. It's not.
I mean, they were already magically sullied with prestidigitation. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's like it's not the most pleasant thing. But also, like, this child is, like, hugging you as tightly as possible, and you, like, your robes are enveloping them, and there's, like, a couple of other kids that are now sort of taking notice of everything that's going on. Yeah.
Ingvar just kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, "Everything okay over there?"
As okay as it can be. We've got a wee bit of a problem, though. Can you...
You need a hand?
Yeah, yes, please.
He just kind of scoots over, making just to make, you know, bleh. English is hard. But yeah, he scoots over and asks, "Well, what do you need? What do you need a hand with?"
Okay, so we need to figure out a way of getting these kids out of here. The doors aren't locked. There's a really small hole in the wall. I don't think we can open up very stealthily, though. I'm wondering if the easiest way might just be escorting them all the way out by causing a distraction in this building. I don't know how they report back to the Baroness, though, is the thing. If we can sever that link of communication, presumably she won't be able to punish them when they escape, because she won't be able to find out quickly. If we can get them to the safe house and use the artifact, we should be good then, because nothing will affect them even if it's channeled. My only worry is everything that's channeled through the main kind of thing will affect everyone wearing the bracelet, and there's not everyone here from what I can tell. There's 5 beds here and only 3 boys and I think 4 girls in the...
4 boys and 3 girls.
4 boys and 3 girls. So we're missing, I think...
You know that Danny would be in the 5th bed for the boys,
Yeah.
but you don't
there's
know
only one
about the
missing
2
of the
girls that are missing.
Could you go talk to the girls while I go talk to Darren and weigh up some options?
Yeah,
Figure
yeah,
out where
sure.
the last one might be. If you need me,
Yeah.
just talk to me on the stone.
Okay. Ingvar, you sort of step forward to the gate to sort of the girls' side of this sort of cell area, and one of the girls sort of looks at you. This sort of... You know, most children are short, but in this instance, short is relative, and for a gnome, short is very short. At like just a foot and like maybe a foot and a half high, this gnomish girl looks up at you with like, she's got the bracelet on her wrist, or in her wrist as it might be, but she looks up at you with like relatively defiant eyes and goes, "What do you want, biggin?"
Sounds like a slur.
He just kind of pinches his nose for a second and goes and says to himself, Don't rise to the bait, Ingvar. It's not worth it." And he just
Well-
he just kind of kneels down for a minute. So he makes himself shorter. He's still friggin' like twice the size, but never mind.
You think I'm short? You think you want to go, mister? Huh? Huh?
Welcome
I
back,
mean,
General.
he'd probably pull her through the floor, but... No, he just raises his hands as a sort of surrendering gesture and goes,
What do you
"No,
want then?
no."
Huh? You can see the other 2 girls in the room. Like, one of them's kind of just like leaning against a wall, just like one hand just against her face, and the other one's just looking on in like mild terror.
Look, listen to me a second. We have a plan. Danny sent us to help.
Have a pan?
Plan.
Oh.
But
You got
Danny
any
sent us-
blueprints?
Not the last time I checked, no.
Don't write things down.
What's the point of a plan if you don't have blueprints?
Because the plan is up here, and he taps his head.
It seems like a really weird place to keep a plan.
I ran out of paper. But like I said-
Not a very good plan maker, are you?
This fucking.
Anyway, we have... Danny has sent us to help get you out of here. Do you know of Danny?
I know Danny. Everybody knows Danny. Danny helps bring us food and does errands and keeps us from rising up against our oppressors.
Shh. Well, if you're hungry, I've got bread. I have plenty of bread if you're hungry.
Is it fresh bread? We don't get fresh bread. All the fresh bread goes to the big guns upstairs.
I have 4 loaves of freshly baked bread, apparently.
Fuck yeah.
Still.
Freshly baked when?
Freshly baked, yeah, freshly baked when? Exactly.
Hell if I remember. Magically preserved fresh bread.
Magically preserved fresh bread, sure.
The curse of bread keeps it in whatever seat you get it in.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh dear.
It's a little like slightly weirdly preserved. Like it's not quite stale, but it's on its way to being stale. You know.
What it's not.
But it's
Fresh
not.
enough.
Okay. You hand off a couple of pieces of bread to this little gnomish girl. Yeah. I don't really know how to roleplay that interaction. I'm gonna be honest.
Look, I know where it seems a bit strange, but you see the bracelets you have on your wrists there?
Yeah.
We managed to get Danny's off. He's free. No more being
You got the
controlled.
bracelet off? And she's
We did.
starts looking at it, like inspecting the little like pieces of silver. But it's like it burrows. How did you get it off?
My friend has his ways of getting these things off.
Okay,
But I can assure you Danny
Can
is
you
free.
get mine off now?
Not right now. We would have to take you to a safer place in which this can be done safely.
Okay.
It's too dangerous here.
Okay. Well, if you did this for Danny and you can do it for us, and maybe you can help us rise up against our oppressors.
Shh.
Down with the bourgeoisie.
Quite possibly. But I do notice though you have 5 beds, but there are only 3 of you.
She looks around and goes, yeah, Clara and Anne are, they're the oldest of us. So they do, work, for the Baroness in her home. It's like they help clean and lay the table, but they spy for us as well, and they can give us information, and well, not much information because they're not allowed to go a certain place, but they can get information.
Any information is good information. Will they be...
What do you want to know?
Will they be... Well, first off, I just want to know, will they be back later tonight? Or...
I don't know. Sometimes they're gone for like a week, and then sometimes they're only gone for like a day, and they've been gone for 2 days. So maybe they'll be back tomorrow, but I don't know.
We just want to get everybody out as smoothly as possible.
Okay. How long do you think that'll take?
I'll have to talk to my fellow people. It could be tonight, it could be tomorrow. What I'll do is I'll talk to them, and once I get more information, I'll be able to let you know when we can get you out of here. I just need you to be a little bit patient.
Okay.
Alright? But I do promise we will get you out of here.
Okay. Promise?
I promise.
Pinky promise?
Yeah. And he holds out his hand. His pinky finger.
Okay. I need you...
Oh, hell.
Okay, hold on. Some of these children are interesting.
I could end up with a broken finger.
Not exactly. Oh, come on. Load, for goodness sake. There we go. Where is... here we go. I need you to make a... I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. The DC is only 10.
Oh god, camera, please. Yeet. That's a 12.
Okay. Okay. You do not fall under the Gaius spell that this child attempted to cast on you to command you to free them.
Nice try, kid.
You're gonna help us though, right?
Like I said, I promise to help, and if you're really good, really, really good, you might even get to meet a dragon.
It's still in the city?
And he just holds up his wrist with a bracelet on. It's here.
But the Baroness says she chased it out.
He just kind of blinks at the kid and goes, I don't think we're talking about the same dragon here, are we?
Do you say that, or are you just thinking that?
No, he says it out loud, because I'm pretty sure she's not talking about Kazuma.
Well, there used to be a dragon in the city, like a real big one. But the Baroness says she chased it away.
Interesting. Well, this dragon and the dragon I'm talking about are two different dragons.
There's more dragons.
There's always more dragons.
Okay.
But yes, give us a little bit of time and we will figure something out for you. We'll get all of you out of here. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, okay. We will report for the revolution!
He just gives her a thumbs up.
The the other girl in the back is just is slowly just sagging into like the palm of her hand. Okay.
Yeah, so Ingvar just kind of scoots off to find the others.
Alright. Okay, librarian. Where are you and what are you doing?
I'm upstairs. I'm gonna... Who's this worker by the staircase?
That's
that's Garen.
The coachman.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to worry about him as much. I'm gonna stand over here in line of sight of Darren.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna point and use message. Because the ring actually emits the noise. I remember correctly.
No,
what it means.
the
Does it
ring
not?
is
it just telepathy?
You can check the item description. You have that in your sheet, or you should do.
I'm pretty sure it's just like a tap to your brain rather than like a Star Trek communicator.
Okay. In that case, I'll just use the ring.
It's like you have to speak it, but it's heard in the head.
Yeah. I'll go into the ring route then and kind of speak in the ring, going, Darren, I found the kids downstairs, but the hole is not big enough to try and get them out, and there's not really a way of fixing that. The doors are unlocked to their quarters, though. We could potentially get them at the front entrance if we had a distraction, but I don't know if we'll be able to get them somewhere safe in time before they alert the Baroness.
I'm just going to surreptitiously nod my head, looking like I'm scratching an itch or some such. Well, while I'm talking to the Magister, can I figure out... Can I ask him, like, why he's in town? I don't recall if he said that exactly.
He did not. He did not provide that information voluntarily.
Right. So, Magister, a man of your esteemed talents, I'm sure you'd be welcome at any university across the continent. What brings you to Necronair exactly?
Oh, well, you flatter me, young man. No, I'm in Necronair on business. I was requested for my expertise in translocation and other magics. But no, I was I am simply here as a researcher, as studying and understanding and expanding the horizons of my knowledge, of course.
So there's a reputable library in Necronair? I was unaware of it. I'm simply passing through en route to greener pastures.
There is a small research library here in the city. It is sadly not available for public use at the moment, but I'm sure I could put in a good word if you would like.
Well, of course, we wouldn't want the rabble getting too many good ideas, would we?
Well, I suppose not.
Trying to think, how can I break away from this guy without it looking very suspicious? Gang, what do we think his wisdom saving throws are like?
Pretty high.
Yeah, they're probably quite high.
Actually, his intellect's going to be high since he's a wizard. His wisdom might not necessarily be, but...
You don't know that he's a wizard.
Presumably quite high.
We're presuming he's a
Look at him!
You're presuming he's a wizard.
Look at man looks like he's not a wizard.
The man looks like Gandalf walked through Spirit Halloween, so yeah, sure. But... well, let me see. I've got my mage... so... Can I use my mage hand to knock over the seat he's sitting in?
Can you use?
That's probably a bit much.
What's the weight limit on your mage hand?
Well, mage hand is only 5 pounds, I think was what it classically, but it doesn't actually. 10 pounds.
10
the
pounds.
hand can't activate magic items or carry more than 10 pounds. However. I have the telekinetic.
Okay.
And in addition to making Mage Hand not have any casting components, which is how I was able to cast it without noticing me, it also allows me to use a bonus action to telekinetically shove a creature I can see within 30 feet of me. At which point they must make a strength saving throw.
Okay. So instead
or
of just
5 feet toward or away.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Instead of just going, well, it's been lovely talking to you, I have to get going, you're going to telekinetically shove an old man.
I need to cause a commotion.
Oh, you
Kill another old man.
You can if you want. I'm not
I need to
stopping
get him
you.
out here, and that's kind of
I'm
hard
not
to do.
stopping you. I'm just saying there are other options.
Also, this
Than
man is
violence.
a real douchebag that deserves it.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, go for it.
Okay,
Yeah, you can telekinetically shove a creature. Yeah, that's perfectly viable.
Does the chair count as a creature? Or do I have to show him personally?
You have to shove him personally. But
Okay,
like either way, he's gonna fall out of the chair.
Okay. Let's see. 8 plus efficiency plus intelligence. That is DC 19. I'm going to try and shove him by like the leg or some such, just so he heals over a bit.
Okay, sure. By the leg.
Strength saving throw. Because I guarantee he sucks at that.
All
You
this
say that.
Lover fudger.
right?
So what is he meant to be? What is he meant to be lying?
19.
19. Okay. He has a
He's an-
-2.
Thank Christ.
So
You better hope this man has a fucking magical life alert. You're about to make an elder have a
so he rolled
fall.
a 15. So
Okay.
So-
The first time.
The mage hand like grabs around his like left ankle and shunts it directly under him, more or less, causing him to topple out of the chair.
okay, so here's how this is gonna go. The Magister feels something on his leg. Suddenly, his leg is shoved to the side, which means his body slides out of the chair. Let's say, I'm gonna roll a d4. A 1 or a 2, he's sliding to the right. A 3 or the 4, he's sliding to the left. That is a 1. So he slides to the right, out of his chair, hits his head on the corner of the table, and slides to the floor. I'm gonna roll a d6 here for damage. That is a 6 on damage as his head smacks into the corner of the table. This man has 5 hit points. He is now making death saving throws.
How does this man have 5 hit points? This man knows commands.
He's an NPC and he's old!
He's a power.
You just had a small child cast a 5th level spell on us.
There's reasons for that I won't get into. He has failed
He's
his
a
first
glass
death
cannon.
saving throw.
I will immediately stand to alarm and like try to get everyone's attention. Like, help! Somebody please help! This man is in dire straits.
How far is this man from me? Let me check something real quick. He's within 60 feet. I immediately cast Spare the Dying.
Okay, you cast Spare the Dying, which brings him to 1 hit point, and he is unconscious.
He's fucking throwing like, Darren, what the fuck did you do?
I'll play the
That was
like
an old man, Darren!
concerned Samaritan yada yada just as I'm carefully backing off towards the stairs.
Okay, Garen comes rushing down the stairs to see what the commotion is, and immediately goes, oh shit, and runs over to the Magister and starts like...
I don't know what happened. He just suddenly fell and hit his head on that table. Just,
Garen's just like, oh goodness, Magister, and starts like mopping up the blood. The cut is actually relatively minor when you look at it, but he does have like a little bit of blood like coming from a cut on his like on the side of his head, but he is stabilized, so there is that.
While you're fussing over him, can I talk into the ring to ask Darren to try and pickpocket him?
It's up to you guys. You can do what you
He
like.
might have something useful on, and that would give us a clue as to why they want him here for like transportation magic.
I will note that using teleconnect that way doesn't dispel the mage hand, so I could. That's a thing I'm able to do. I can pickpocket him with the mage hand.
I'm not gonna say no. I will say that Garen might notice if you roll bad.
I mean, I'm incapable of rolling below 17, so
There we
So
go
roll.
then.
worth a shot. And that's an 18.
That is an 18. Okay. You rifle through the man's pockets. He has 18 gold on him. A signet ring on one of his hands, And nothing else.
I will leave the gold. I will take the signet.
Okay.
That will come in handy later.
All right.
And I will
love
make my way
impersonating
down the
authorities.
stairs.
Okay, you make your way downstairs. Is everybody making their way downstairs?
I am
Or
absolutely going downstairs as soon as I cast that fucking spell and told him to
Yeah.
rob that old man. We're out.
Okay, Prod. You
Prod,
you
I
turn
don't know
around
these people.
and watch as the Magister just suddenly slides sideways out of his chair and hits his head on the table.
I rush over and say, "My good man," and I try and act like I don't know my lot, and go, "I can't believe you're patronize. I don't know what's the word I'm thinking of.
Patrons?
Yeah, what's the thing where you annoy someone?
Patronizing.
You're patronizing the patrons of this premise. Let's get you upstairs, good man." And I think I'm gonna help Garrett take take the old man to the rooms.
Okay. Yeah. You help Garen carry the Magister up to his room. Is there anything you would like to do in the process of this?
I'm gonna try and make it clear that I have booked a room here, and I will also be going to my room, and potentially going to bed and staying the night, because this is terrible.
Yes.
And I don't know, be like, and I've got room 12. Is that near you, dear sir? Hoping that the guys will be able to like figure out which room it is and then sneak in at some point.
I mean,
Okay.
you could just message us once you get in the room.
You got the ring, yeah.
Okay, but
Well-
it is Prod.
It is Prod, and Prod,
Prod roll
much
for
like
it.
Elfie, is an idiot.
Okay. So the Magister is deposited in his room, on the bed, unconscious. Garen sort of closes the door and goes, "Oh, goodness. Thank you for your help, young man. Far too much excitement for my taste." And he sort of turns around and walks into his own room.
Right, good.
And your room is at the end here, if you want it.
Where is my body?
It is upstairs.
Where is... I can't... Wait. Oh, maybe I need to look further up.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, don't mind me. I actually can't see Prod.
Hmm? He's on the third floor of the inn.
Is the terrain clipper below him?
Oh, got him.
There we go.
Sorry. He sort of like half glitched out and then came back. Right, cool. My boy! I'm going to go into my room and do my best to search for things that might listen to me and open the window so people can sneak in.
Okay, sure. The window, yeah. Yeah, just a casual 45-foot jump, but sure.
Well, I'm not expecting them to jump in.
Half of the party has access to modes of flight.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's
Not me, I'm on the fucking ground!
You can teleport.
I'm not burning a 5th level slot to go up 40 feet. I'm sorry, it's not happening. I'm getting on my fucking hands, I'm climbing up at that point.
Oh, Christ.
Just have Casma lift.
I was gonna say the dragon could just take you up.
Okay, can we use the draconic elevator instead?
Fine. There you go. Window open.
Wait, that's very open.
Yay!
Window open. Yeah.
Before, like, we try and ascend, though, can I ask Invar if they found out where the last girl was?
Apparently working directly under the Baroness.
Well, shit.
I asked the girls if they knew when they would be back. She didn't know. They can be away a day, they can be away a week. They've been gone 2 days, apparently.
That does, however, mean if her kids go missing, there is no way that she would remotely suspect her of it.
But then my question becomes, who brings them back to the rooms? Is it the Baroness herself? Is it the guards?
Why are we
It's collective
levitating out the building?
Well,
I'm pulling you guys out of the building
going
because
to
I'm
the-
assuming you're walking and talking, right?
I guess so,
No,
yeah.
I got stuff to do with at the cells.
If you want
Remember?
to, yeah, if you want to stay in the cells, go for it.
Oh,
It's fine.
oh no, Golem, run! Run again!
No, it's just
Not
one of the
again.
statues. I have to actively like turn them into things to make them larger. It's kind of
Yeah.
annoying. You know what?
Right,
I'm just gonna murder this one.
Okay, so mitigating risk and harm, we can at least free the kids here for now, and then when we're battling the Countess anyway, we can try and prioritize getting the child into some sort of safe field. But the problem is, how are they contacting the Baroness to let her know that the children have escaped? Because as soon as they do that, she might just go, fuck it, I don't care about this one kid serving me, I don't care if they die, I'm just going to activate the bracers and all of them to punish the townsfolk. She seems sadistic enough to do that.
Yeah,
Well-
agreed. There was something about a hole you want me to work on?
We did the thing with Danny, where we clipped the like a fake version of the bracelet back onto them. We could just tell them to carry on what they've been doing just for a couple more days, even though that they're free.
We could. I wonder if there's a way of speeding up this process slightly. Last time, I fully removed the bracelet from Danny and got it out of him, and these things are like borrowing bracelets, right? So to fully deactivate it, we needed to, well, we presumed we needed to remove it, but what if we just cut it when it's in a non-magical state?
That might work. That might constitute destroying it. If we put it in the right place, it might at least disrupt the enchantment. Damn, am I remotely correct about this?
Guess we need to make a check. I could roll Arcana if I wanted to like know if this would be a thing.
You can roll me Arcana.
Assist.
I will say. Actually, no. Yeah, you can roll me Arcana. Roll it.
Do we get help from Darren? I guess we're communally doing something, but
If
I don't
you're
know
if
they
you're
would
looking
have
at a
knowledge
bracelet right now, I will say that you get the help action from Darren.
base. Okay, great. I will do this with advantage then.
Do this with an eye shot of one of the kids.
How do I stop rolling a dice? Let's see. There is no way. This one is not with advantage. To ignore it.
Okay.
Well, thank
Happy
God I
to.
ignored it. This one is with advantage. Do not
I've
ignore
not been
it.
rolling great tonight.
There
There we go.
16, 27.
27. Okay. From what you can tell, cutting the bracelet, like just snipping part of it, is a viable way to disable its magic. However, it will make ultimately removal of the bracelet afterwards harder because it will suddenly have jagged metal on it instead of just being this smooth piece of silver, it will have, like, because it'll have been snipped, it'll have, like, those edges of the metal, so it would make removal riskier later.
Worth it,
So,
I think.
in the short term, it is a solution, but it does come with consequences.
I think it would be worth it. I think not having them be part of this like horrific network of cruelty is probably a good thing,
It would also
even
be
with that risk.
technically less painful for the children. We had to remove Danny's one without any healing magic, without any anesthetic or anything, which was awful. I don't know if the younger kids can take that without going into shock. We could probably figure out a smarter way of doing it after we've removed the big risk, which is just stopping the Baroness from putting some kind of horrible magic through it.
We can concentrate on getting the bomb vest off later, but for the time being, getting the bomb vest deactivated is a good thing.
And does anyone have a Neo file?
Yeah, I do.
Of course Prod does.
We could file down the edges to make the removal easier. If it's jagged, we don't want the kids like cutting themselves on it or something.
My thieves' tools might work for that.
Actually, yeah, you might have one of the files from like a lockpicking set, right? That should work on harder metals as well, right?
Well,
Yep.
we're talking about the like reworking the metals so they look fake, right?
Yeah, and safer for the kids. So I could.
Well, we melted the last one down, and then sort of like to get rid of the runes.
Yeah.
And also, it was really important that we melted it down within the anti-magic orb.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
Because
that's
it's just normal
something.
material.
What if we remove all of them, go to a safe location, melt them all down within the anti-magic field, and then reapply them to the kids later, like in the morning?
Melting them all down would be hard without doing all the removal, and that would take hours. I could probably work through the night, but then if we have to fight tomorrow, it would probably not be the best. If we snip them for now, file them down to make them safe, I could maybe use a substitute metal and some mending to just kind of make them look complete, but break the rune.
That's smart. Yeah, break the rune.
Also, did we confirm that this is runes?
There are sigils engraved into the metal of the bracelets. Yes.
I don't know if I did this before, but because I have the what's it called? The rune carving knife.
Mhm.
Would this count as a check for that?
What does the rune carving knife specify?
+2 to carving checks or any general crafting checks that require runes or knife work.
I wouldn't qualify this as a crafting check. I would qualify this as a disarmament check, technically.
Okay.
The rune knife is designed for creating things. In essence, what you're trying to do here is destroy something. So I would say no, it would not work for this.
Second thing that I just realized could be pretty useful. Do I have a good idea of what these runes do?
With that 27 Arcana check, I would say yes. Yes, you do.
Would I know how to modify it so that it reflects the spell back to the caster?
Ooh. Yes, you would know how to modify it. Modifying it would likely be a more precise... Like, modifying the runes wouldn't take as long as fully removing the the bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
It would still take longer than just cutting the right rune.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll say about that.
Okay, so we've got a couple options then. We can either snip, be quick, we can do full removal and just take the exhaustion for tomorrow, or we can probably still take the exhaustion but potentially have a weapon against the Baroness in a fight.
All strong options.
Bearing in mind that you are missing 2 children.
Mm-hmm. One child, right? Because Danny is free.
Oh, 2 girls?
Is it
1
2
boy,
girls,
2
I was saying?
girls. Yeah.
Oh, do we know where the other girl is?
They're both at the manor.
They're both at the Baroness. Okay, I thought it was just one, sorry.
Big house.
Oh,
Tis mansion.
Oh.
Can that plane bugger off? Jesus, it's loud.
Can't hear it. It's to constantly.
Oh, fine. That's fine. They're constantly back and forward above the house.
I will say, with all this being taken into consideration, there is one more relatively major factor, and that is these children may not be kept in cells because the cells aren't locked and everything, but there's still a lot of guards in the city, and there's also that strange giant mechanical beast that is roaming the streets as well. So disabling these bands isn't gonna be the only step necessary for a solution to all of this, basically. It's one step, but one step does not make a revolution.
Yeah. I think releasing the children, at least making it look like, at least releasing them and making the threat of them dying impossible is useful, because if she tries to use it and the kids don't die, then she's going to have a lot of people turning on her immediately.
yeah.
Well, that's entirely dependent on whether there's people around her that have children as hostages, you know?
Probably not, but the people that she's obviously trying to control someone with keeping these kids. So those people who she's trying to control are no longer going to be in her control if she attempts to use this, because the kids aren't going to die. At least that's one part of the revolution we can manage. If we do if we try and release some of the kids tonight, just 2 of them, maybe get the youngest out. You know what I mean?
I think if we can snip as many as we can tonight just to prevent that possibility, that's the best option for harm reduction.
Yeah.
And then we get them out of here as soon as possible. I would like to say that I think there was a wee revolutionary girl in there, right?
Yeah.
The gnome?
Yep.
There's a gnomish girl who was quietly shouting revolution.
If we can at least remove her bracelet completely, since she's probably the biggest liability, we could rework it into one that has that modification.
Also, she's quite strong.
Yeah.
Do any of the other kids seem to have any traits we could use? Or anybody else we should prioritize?
There's a couple younger ones that we should get out first, probably. We could do it in groups. If we kind of split off into 2s, we can kind of have one group escorting them while the other one works on the others and kind of stands watch.
As you guys are talking about this varying courses of action in this hallway, there's not necessarily a knock, but there is a sort of, you hear the tramp of boot as a pair of guards walk into the inn. sort of look over at you guys standing, you guys aren't necessarily in that hallway, but you guys are standing relatively close. They sort of look at you strangely, and then you watch as they go upstairs and shout, "Barkeep!" and disappear up to the next level.
We should do something quickly before we run out of time tonight.
Yep.
I can probably transport 2 kids at a time at the most. Maybe doing that twice before I'm out of invisibility spells.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't make multiple trips anyways, because that'll look too suspicious, so it'll have to be 2.
Question is, where are you guys going to take them?
Safe house.
The safe house
The
that
safe house
the
is not
Baroness
safe
knows
anymore.
about that isn't safe?
The other safe house.
What other safe house?
Wait,
The
what
safe
are
house
we
that
doing?
we hid in initially.
Yeah, the one that Danny went to.
The one that the
Yeah.
Baroness knows about.
No, that's the one where we removed Danny's thing. They went somewhere else after that.
You don't know where that is.
Ah,
Yeah.
We have the
No.
perfect place for privacy right here tonight. We have Prod's room.
Yeah, and we'll check it so it's not
Bugged or
Buggy.
anything, yeah.
full of bugs. By the
No
way,
No
how
one's
did
going to
that
disturb
go?
us there. They won't look for the children all at the same time. If we take them in groups, they'll just think they're out on missions for the Baroness.
Arcus, can you contact our friends and whatnot and find out where the new safe house is? Just general vicinity at the very least.
I can try. I don't know if they'll be within range, but
What is the max rate? I see.
120 feet.
Probably
And it
not
gets
bad.
blocked by certain things, so it has to go around.
Message requires line of sight, if I recall correctly.
Nope, it's
Uh,
within range.
yeah, just point at.
If I know that they are in a specific direction, I can point there.
Okay. Well,
Magical
I can
silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch
Yeah,
of common metal, or a
the wall
few
is
sheets of
currently
lead, or
blocking
3
it, though,
feet of wood.
so we'll have
Yeah.
to go through an open door.
Terrible
Yeah.
signal.
If you had
Dreadful reception.
sending, that would be a different matter.
Yeah,
but
I don't think message is going to cut it. We should have given them one of our sending stones.
Yeah, but then knowing our luck, the person who lost theirs is the one that gets in trouble.
Yep. There is another option. We can just kind of do a runner and hope that we don't get caught with all of them. And we are all in the anti-magic orb. Which, worst case scenario, if that big fucking lumbering golem comes up, it hopefully will at least have a much tougher time attacking us in the anti-magic field.
Right.
I will say, like, rushing this is not necessarily the best idea.
When is it ever?
True.
You do not
What?
necessarily have to liberate every child now. You can come back.
That's what I've been saying.
That's what Ingvar's thoughts were.
What we really need to do is disable the thing that controls all the
The
bracelets.
pedestal, yeah.
And like we're gonna be like, is it tomorrow night? She's invited us to dinner
She's invited you to dinner tomorrow night, yes.
tomorrow night. We could pretend one of us has died.
I can do
And
that.
that person would go, or like get someone to disguise themselves as one of us, and one of us sneak in and disable the damn thing. Like,
Does the Baroness know I'm a Dragonborn?
I presume she was using some kind of scrying spell in the room where Danny Boy was, so I'm guessing she knows
Probably.
exactly what we looked like before
Bearing
we did
in
our...
mind you had the anti-magic field activated.
Yeah, that which blocks scrying.
I think
Which means
she'll.
they found us some other way.
Hmm.
I would assume
also-
so and think of something.
Didn't have that working until after we did the consecration, didn't we?
And the consecration needed time and stuff, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so probably best if we leave rescuing them for the time being, just as
Fine.
on the back burner. Is there anybody here who might be a liability?
A gnome
Someone
girl,
who might
probably.
give up the whole game.
She's very active in the revolution.
I did promise her if she was good that she would get sick asthma.
Right. Which cell is she in?
Or on the left.
She's in the left one, yeah. The one to the north.
Okay. Right. Can we... Arcus, are you confident that you can at least nullify her bracelet without... It doesn't have to be pretty, but can you at least turn it off?
Yeah, I can snip it. That would be pretty simple. It wouldn't take as much time as the other. How much time would snipping it take?
Snipping it would take, like, 2 minutes at most.
Oh, why don't we
Like,
just snip all of them then?
It's... with snipping it, it's a matter of, like, it'll only take, like... Okay, hold on. It won't take long to cut it physically. The part that takes a long time is actually finding the right sigil to cleave, to cut off its source of, like, connection, essentially.
Okay.
So overall,
I
would
presumably
say...
know that, and once I figure it out once, it's like...
Once you figure it out once,
Yeah.
it's relatively easy. I would say it would take about 10 minutes per child.
Okay. Here's
and
my
so-
idea.
So it would take about an hour and a half to do all of them, basically.
Right. We nullify that bracelet. Then we can safely bring her with us. I'll keep her invisible so that nobody notices her walking alongside us. Get her somewhere safe with everybody else in the Resistance. And that's one less person who might blab things we don't want people to know.
I don't feel good about doing it for one child and not the rest.
We can't get everybody.
An hour and a half. We can't do something for an hour and a half?
Guards literally just walked right past this corridor.
And they didn't even look down because this is the slaves' quarters. And
They
don't care.
they looked at you. They took notice.
Yeah, there
of
are
you.
guards who know and have seen us.
Ah,
Look, we will save them. We will save all of them.
We can't save all of them if we are caught in the act, basically. We have to be careful. We have to take our, we have to pick our fights.
Yeah, slow down. We don't need to rescue them all tonight. They are, by all means, safe where they are. Safer than what they would be if we took them right now.
I understand what you're saying with the safety of the guards and everything. Is this entire place going to be lit up and active all night? Is there no way we could just wake up at midnight, sneak down, and for an hour and a half free all of them to make sure that none of them have even the potentiality of being hurt?
Let's do that. That's smart.
It's incredibly dangerous, but so is most of our life these days.
I mean, I can...
I still recommend we bring her.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
free... Let's do the thing where we snip the bracelets. It's not going to free them. I'm still fairly certain that the spell might, like, a little trace of it might come through. Even if we're not getting rid of all of the bracelets. But if we do that, we take the rabble-rouser out of the situation. We can tell the others to say that she escaped or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just something we can do tonight, and it's better than doing nothing.
Yeah, we don't have to escort them out. We can leave them here to do exactly what they've been doing so that no suspicion is held above them. But we take the gnome girl with us just so that she doesn't start trying to make a revolution out of all the freed kids. I think that's the best way of reducing harm.
Yeah, that sounds like the plan.
Okay. Alright. So you guys are going to hole up in Prod's room until around about midnight-ish? Yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Time passes. And at around about midnight, in the dark of the night, as it were, do all of you want to creep downstairs, or do you want to, like...
I'll stay upstairs, and if there's like something goes wrong downstairs, I can bring attention to another part of the building. I'll like
Okay.
have a fall on the stairs or something.
Okay.
Arcus has to go downstairs to do the snipping bits. I have to go downstairs in case anything goes wrong with the snipping bit.
Mm-hmm.
Ingvar?
Ingvar can go. I mean, if it all goes tits up, Ingvar does have pass without trace, so he can veil them in shadows if need be.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to, first things first, I am going to require a group with a group stealth check, if you don't mind. So if everybody could roll me a stealth check, please.
Apart from me.
No,
No.
you're sneaking until you need to make a distraction.
Okay.
So you still count.
I have advantage on stealth because of my armor.
Advantage?
Yeah, doesn't it give advantage?
No, it doesn't give you disadvantage.
Oh, can I reroll?
Most plate armor would give you disadvantage. Yours doesn't. And
I shall reroll.
that's its advantage, is that it doesn't give you disadvantage.
18.
Ooh, not bad. Especially considering.
My fuck up was almighty.
Okay,
15.
so 15 for Ingvar, 13 for Darren, 7 for Arcus, and 18 for Elfie. So the mid ground there is 15, which is relatively respectable, shall we say. Okay. You come down to the lower area of the inn at around about midnight. The bartender has gone to bed, the landlady's gone to bed, the weird snake oil salesman that was sitting at a table has fallen asleep at the table. Apparently he's too poor to afford a room. You all head down. Arcus, as you step into sort of these cells, the children sort of, two of them get up from their little cots and look over, and I will need you to roll me a sleight of hand check. And here's what I'll say. The median amount of time that this will take is an hour and a half, 10 minutes per child, 7 children. If you roll below a 5, it'll take longer. If you roll for every 5 above a 10, the time will be cut down by 10 minutes. And this is sleight of hand.
This is sleight of hand,
Darren
I'm not
can
allowed.
help you with this.
I will.
So you need a
Okay, I
10
will
to
set
do
the
this
health
in
action.
time.
I did the exact same thing again. Ignore this first roll. Oh, I can just roll with advantage by rolling 2 instead. What am I talking about? Well, I'm glad I did that.
Okay, that is a 20.
Okay, so
It is a
That's
20.
Okay. You 10 above the DC. So you manage this in an hour. Over the course of an hour, from 12 to 1 a.m., you manage to interpret all the bracelets, find the right sigil, and use a very small pair of wire cutters from Darren's Thieves Toolkit to snip through the silver bracelet while the anti-magic field is active, cutting through specifically the connection sigil that would connect back to the main sort of control nexus that connects to all these different bracelets. Or I should say, it is the addressing sigil. It is the sigil that says, this is what I connect to, not necessarily I am connecting, if you will. It's the sigil that marks out the IP address. Yeah. And you cut through that. The bracelets are still active in a way, but they are no longer directing. They are no longer able to direct a spell into them, essentially. And you put all this together. Takes you about an hour. The kids are kind of confused because the bracelet's still there, and it still has, like, once the magic, the anti-magic sphere disappears, it still has that, like, slightly warm buzz of magic. They're not entirely certain what you've done. They're kids. They don't really, like, you said you were gonna, like, help them, and now you've, like, done one cut, basically, on each of their bracelets. But they trust you, because Danny knows you, and you said you knew Danny, so, you know. Yeah, it takes about an hour, and after which, you said you wanted to take one of these children? The gnomish girl?
Yes, the one that's most likely to blab loudly about a revolution.
Yes.
Can I see what book the Tiefling kid is reading?
Yeah, sure. Give me a quick investigation check. DC 10. It's relatively late and dark.
16.
16. The book that the Tiefling child is reading is titled... Fuck, hold on.
That's an awfully mature
This
title.
is Megan's Pie
Right?
Shop, A Tale of Three Goblins in a Tree.
God.
No, it is titled Fairy Tales of Rathan. One of the interesting things you notice, as like with that 5 above on the DC, the book has a small stitched emblem on its spine. This is like a hardcover book, and the emblem faded by a couple of decades of being handled and so on as it has been, is that of the library. This is a library book.
Huh.
What is up with these children?
Like this book has been out of the library, as far as you can tell, just like visual inspection, for maybe like 60 years at this point, handled, passed down from generation to generation, but it is a book from the Wandering Library.
So it's a book from the Wandering Library. Is there any, like, details about its contents? Like, sorry, did you mention the name? I didn't hear it.
Fairy Tales of Rathan.
Fairy Tales of Wrath. Okay.
I'd hate to see the late fee on it.
Where did you get that book? Sorry.
It was, my mum gave it to me, before I got taken.
Wait, before we think, do you mind if I have a wee look real quick? I promise I'll give it right back.
Okay. And he hands you this battered, but well-loved, but battered hardback volume of the Fairy Tales of Wratham.
I'm gonna kind of very carefully go to the bit where it tells you like who's checked this book out last and see if there's still like a slip there in the front cover.
There is. There's like you have this little paper slip that has the date that it was checked out, and it is like about 60 years ago. It doesn't have like a name, but it has like an ID, like a record ID, that if you went back to the library, you could look it up to see who checked it out last.
Okay, I'll just quickly take note of that.
Or at least you would be able to see what, like, library card checked it out last, not necessarily the name.
Yeah. Well, I guess if I have the library card, I know whose library card it is, but that beside the point. Can I, like, freshen this up a little bit with mending? Is that something I could do as a librarian?
This isn't repair. Like mending is for like fixing things that have broken. This is just like decades of wear, essentially. Like it's like to the point. Basically, imagine like somebody has. You know those like statues in like stations and towns that like the nose has been rubbed, like the dog's nose has been rubbed so much that
it's like damage from weathering. I'm mostly just asking if I can like improve the cover so it doesn't fall apart, not like restore.
But it's not falling apart. It's just faded. Like it's so old that like the coloration, like where there used to be like golden leaves up the front of the cover and stuff, all of that has just faded over time. It's just time worn, basically. It's not like falling apart.
Okay, in that case, I'll just put flyer for the summer reading program in the front cover and hand it back to the kid.
Okay.
While we're doing the whole snipping bit and going around everybody, can I, like, puff up my chest a bit and, like, stretch my wings a little bit and just try to look cool to the kids?
Roll me a
Persuasion
check.
Persuasion? Okay.
Good, because the alternative was performance, and that's much, much worse.
Actually, no, roll me a performance check.
Dang it!
You're right.
Persuasion.
You're right.
You
It
said
is a performance check.
You said persuasion.
You mentioned performance, and you are trying to perform at the moment. So
They
yeah,
didn't
roll me a
mention performance. I mentioned performance by accident before you said persuasion. I think the roll stands.
The 23 stands. $23 persuasion?
Give me a performance.
Come on, dice, be nice. 8. They're children, right?
They're children. They're easily impressed. Realistically, you didn't even need to roll for it. You have wings.
You're a
God damn
massive
it!
dragon.
Like, you have wings. You have like these bright coppery scales that gleam in the firelight. They're relatively impressed. Gnomish
like
girl,
wagging
not
my-
so much. Everybody
I'm
else,
like
yeah.
wagging my tail about a bit while we're working on one kid's things just to keep the other ones amused or distracted or something.
You do at one point feel someone try to grab it.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, you, Gnomish girl, what's your name?
Me? Me?
You.
I'm.
I presume the gnomish girl's the one we're taking
Daria.
with us, right?
I'm
Am I correct in
Daria.
that? Daria?
Daria. What?
Am I making this correctly? That the one that
Hello?
It's not my door.
Hey,
no,
mate.
that's my wall.
It's your wall.
What? Who's trying to get through your wall at this time of night?
I have no idea. Okay, so the one that's gonna scream revolution, that one, is that the gnomish girl or is that a different
Yes.
one?
That's the gnomish girl.
Okay, right. Yes, Daria, you're going to be coming with us tonight. Your friends will be staying here for a couple, or at least another day. We will be getting everybody out. You have to come with us tonight.
Okay. Yeah. Do I get... Hold on. And she runs to her bed, and you see her grab a little red bandana, tie it around her head, and like turn around, and you watch as she like grabs something from under her pillow and holds up a knife.
Okay.
Well, at least it's ready to go.
Okay, we can go now.
Okay. Put the knife away. We need to be very stealthy, and especially we need you to be very, very quiet. Okay?
I think I can do that.
Can't have the bourgeoisie finding out on our plans yet, can we?
Okay, yeah, I get it. And you watch as she tucks the knife into her belt.
So essentially, this is a smuggling operation. You're the bounty.
Okay. So I'm important?
Sure.
Very.
Yes.
If anyone finds out you're with us, jig is up.
So then I can stab him.
I like
Sure.
Yes.
But we
She
want to
puts the
try to
knife away.
avoid that.
At least for now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready. As we're invisibility does not last too long, so as we're on
No.
our way out the door, I will
It
cast
lasts an hour,
invisibility.
doesn't it?
It lasts up to an hour, and that's only if she doesn't stab someone.
I can always cast Pass Without Trace, and that will cover everybody.
A cloud of black shadows leaving the building might be suspicious.
This is literally
That's not how
Grenadier.
Pass Without a Trace works,
No?
but...
No.
No. Pass Without
It
a
just
Trace
gives-
is just a plus 10 to your stealth.
This is stealth, yes.
I mean, I suspect that that's still not going to do very much. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you. That will probably still stick out a bit. We might not be able to be perceived, but they'll still notice that.
It's nighttime.
It's already dark outside.
Let's hold off on the high level spell, and for the meantime, I'll just cast invisibility on her,
It's level 2!
and then we'll walk like we're meant to be. Also, how long does
Okay.
Pass Without Trace last?
An hour.
It lasts an hour.
Concentration up to 1 hour. Casting time 1 action. Yeah.
Can I
up
not
to
just
you
be
guys.
useful for once?
Yes, yeah. For once, you detonated a dune worm. You
is
have
true,
two stats at level at like 20 points, for God's sake.
Yes, and one of them is Dex, which would help. Plus 10
Okay.
would help with.
Anyway,
Cast Pass Without Trace.
where
Yes.
are you actually going? You still
Yes.
haven't established that.
Yeah, I think we head for the market and see if we can get in touch with.
Okay.
Are we going to let
Okay.
Prod through the ring and all we're moving out?
That's okay.
Sure.
Pod's staying in the building.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
Prod paid for the night. If he
know,
leaves,
but-
it'll look weird.
It look weird.
Yeah, but
and also I'm pretending not to be me right now.
Okay.
But we'll let Prod know when we get there then.
Alright, in that case, I will roll for the child. And the three of you, I need... Well, either roll me a stealth check if you're all sneaking, or if you're... Yeah, or if you're just gonna walk out into the street, I'll still need you to roll me a stealth check if you want to disguise where you're actually going.
So stealth check in any case.
Stealth check in any case, yeah.
And this is with Pass Without Trace activated.
Pass without a trace, so plus 10 to your rolls.
Plus 5, plus another... That's 29.
Holy shit.
Can I be useful for once?
You know that boot I said was heading in your direction? Add another boot to that.
Two boots are coming in your direction and you'll never see them coming. Okay, so
Pincer move. Achoo!
the child rolled a 17 total.
Or... Okay. Looks like...
She's a very loud revolutionary. She's not sneaky.
Yeah, Zarian?
Sneaky enough.
Yeah.
How much? And what's your roll on stealth?
I don't know. What is my roll on stealth? Let's see. Sorry, I was responding to an important email. Bad!
16.
16.
16!
Okay. So, let's see. We've got a 29, a 17, a 16, and an 18. You know, seems pretty good across the board, doesn't it?
Seems that way, DM.
Okay. You, the four of you, make your way down to the market square. Looking around, you see a couple of fires going, and you see Clivor over by his little stall, sort of peeking furtively around. Hasn't spotted you yet.
Can you, before we drop the trace, can you inform Trevor
It
about...
doesn't make you invisible.
I know.
Just adds advantage.
Yeah. Could you inform him that we have somebody to be taken to the safe house?
Yeah,
Just message, basically.
I do that.
Okay. He sort of... Clivor sort of just looks around all of a sudden as this message comes from nowhere to his mind.
Oh, also, it's the wizard in the blue robe you met earlier. And his friends. And the dragon.
He still doesn't know where you are. Like, he can't...
He doesn't
You guys
need to know
stealth
where we are, it's
pretty
fine.
damn
Don't
well.
worry
He
about
doesn't... In fact, I'll roll a perception check for him now. He rolled a 7. He does not know where you are.
That sounds
Fine
a
by
whole
me.
lot like a him problem, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Do we all reveal ourselves, or do we just have the kid go up to him?
Just review ourselves. He's probably a safe person, honestly.
Yeah, my concerns are more of the surrounding environment, but...
Oh, just walk up to him.
Hold on,
in
how
that
far
case.
away
Like,
is-
even he
from
can't
us?
not recognize us when we're right in front of him, surely.
He's like 80 feet from you.
Yeah, that's why. Just walk up to him without dropping it.
Okay, right, well, we'll walk up to him then and present Daria.
Okay. You all walk up to Clivor, who is sort of tending his little stall. He turns as he sees the four of you approach, and he goes, my friends, the safe house is, well, safe. Danny has been, he's okay. You said I heard a voice, saying you had, something for me to take to the safe house?
Yes, this is Daria. She's very
Vive la
excitable.
revolution!
She's
She
French.
She ideally needs to be distracted such that she doesn't make a ton of noise, which is why we thought it best to bring her with us.
Yes, I can see that. And Daria sort of goes, well, I mean, we need to take down the big uns, you know? And
Patience. Just a little longer.
well, my friends, I can bring her to the safe house. Father Killian wants to speak with you all. If possible.
Is there anywhere we can meet with him that ideally isn't the safe house?
I can see about arranging that, yes.
How soon could we speak?
When at dawn, if possible.
We can do dawn.
We can do dawn.
Okay. Yes. Father Killian is the last remaining cleric in the city.
He may be very useful to us. Which church is he with?
Tena, I believe.
Okay. Get word to him then that we'll see him at dawn. Get Daria to the safe house. Try to avoid being seen.
Yes.
She has been like snipped, but she's probably still going to be.
She has been what?
She
The
has
bracelet.
had the bracelet has been deactivated, not quite as thoroughly as Danny's, but
I understand. The connotations of the word you used are
Just
little
in one
different
piece.
where I'm from.
get used to subtext and slang. It's going to be very helpful to you. In fact, do you speak? Do you know Thieves' Cant?
No, I'm not a thief.
Maybe at some point I'll give some lessons. But these are your tasks for the time.
Okay.
Do you need someone to stand at your stall in your place for the time being to avoid
Who's
arousing
gonna
any
steal
concerns?
this shit?
Well,
No.
it's less about them stealing things and more about people knowing you're not there.
No, it's
It's more about
Nobody
blurring
cares.
the timeline of events.
there is a ruined building just down one of the streets to the northeast in the city. I will tell Father Killian to meet you there at dawn. Come now, Daria. Please keep quiet and follow me. And he
Remember,
sort of-
Daria, smuggling mission.
Yeah, and then if they find me, stabbing.
But ideally avoid the stabbing first. I avoid the being found first.
Yeah,
Bonus points.
I'm getting scored.
Sure. Get a
remember-
good grade in Revolution. But it's
Cool.
both realistic to want and impossible to achieve.
And remember, if you're good, you get to meet a dragon. Another dragon. A different dragon. You know what I mean. Not the bloody skeleton.
Cool.
What am I, roast beef here?
Technically, you're Dragonborn.
Trevor and
Technically, I wasn't.
Daria disappear off down the street.
Semantics.
Weaving between various pieces of wreckage and rubble. You watch as they disappear off down to the east of the city. Okay. Do you all retire for the evening?
Anybody else have anything to do?
Not really.
Fireball, 5th level. Guards are dead.
Another god dead.
Bring this place
And
to the
another
fucking
god
ground.
down,
Get the
another
children.
god down, another god bites the dust. Hey!
Are any towers for me to push old people off?
What's the
Several.
fireball?
I still can't believe the Magister had 5 hit points.
He's
And you
a
nearly had
really
me kill
old
him
man.
with something that doesn't even deal damage.
He's a really old man.
He's gonna have one hell of a headache when he wakes up.
Oh,
Like
God,
he's
yes. Okay,
he's
that
in
means
his
he won't remember things.
80s,
I didn't ask his birthday.
and he's human,
Are you
and an NPC.
Metagaming. Prod, do you have anything to do tonight?
Wank. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
I'm not stopping you. I'm not there.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Rod says that and then immediately goes, "I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Please. I'm just. This is a really stressful time."
You just hear through the ring just a face palm. The noise of a face palm.
I am neither surprised nor judging.
Nah, Pod's just having a nap.
Okay, well, everyone's off to bed then.
Okay. You all retire for the evening, and dawn awaits you. And dawn awakens on a cloudy, empty day. It's honestly not much different to being out and about at night. It's the atmosphere of the city barely changes. It's maybe slightly a lighter shade of grey. As you all awaken in the morning, climbing out of Prod's bedroom,
My ankles.
and you make your way. Well, where are you making your way to? It is dawn.
Head ourselves to the northeast then.
Head yourselves to the northeast. Okay. Dawn arises, and you head to the northeast of the city. I can teleport you all now,
Yeah,
which is fun.
new feature.
Yeah.
Technology.
New technology. Dawn
Yeah,
The one
arises,
revolution and its consequences.
and you all head to the northeast to a small what might have once been a warehouse, but is now just a pile of ruins and some empty barrels and various things. One of the things you've started to notice as you've been exploring around the city, all of the ruined buildings, the more ruined ones are closer to the Baroness's manor. And the further away
Blast
you
radius.
get, not necessarily a blast radius, more like a systematic destruction of, like, houses have been torn down, burned, pillaged. But they're all of the ones that are completely destroyed are closest to the manor, and it seems intentional. That all of these buildings have been destroyed. It seems intentional. Not sure why.
Perhaps a warning?
Maybe. Okay. The four of you sort of step round to this sort of damaged, destroyed storage warehouse. There's a small light glimmering from the inside. Do you all step in?
I will put a dragon face on the outside first, and then I'll step in.
Okay. Step in.
Gotta build the brand.
Standing in front of a sort of low table that's lit by a single solitary candle, you see a man in his late 70s, salt and pepper hair, grey beard, heavy walking staff, wearing the robes of a cleric, the blue, white, and gold of a cleric of Tenor, who turns to you all and goes, "Ah, well, I am Father Killian, and I must assume that you are the adventurers that Clivor told me about. And you are inciting us to revolution, hmm? I'm curious as to your motivations.
Pissed
Oh,
off.
we're just passing by. Thought we'd lend a hand somewhere.
Specifically this one, I pull the Baroness's hand out my bag.
Father Killian looks nonplussed.
And if there's one thing
this is meant
adventurers
to
are
be a lot more
drawn
impressive. This is the Baroness's hand.
if there's one thing
I
adventurers are
can
drawn
see
to, it's a
that.
lost cause.
But no, we have a wee bit of a history with her, as you can see.
Yes, I can see that. Which may make this harder or easier, depending. I am caretaker of a small sanctum just beyond the city. Just beyond in the city, rather. I am willing to offer aid as you might need it, though what aid I might be able to offer is limited.
Having an insight check on this guy?
Sure, roll me an insight check.
You... 25.
Our
Holy
insights
shit.
today have been really good.
It's been the only
Yeah.
part of us that has been.
Father Killian seems aged, haggard, beaten but not broken. He seems to you like a man who is looking for any possible means of helping people. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not willing to compromise his own values to do so. He looks old and weathered, but his eyes are sharp.
You mentioned a sanctum.
Indeed,
What more
I
can
am
you tell us?
the caretaker of a small church to Tenor, just within the city limits. You adventurers strike me as an odd band. You say you're here to help.
We have zone of...
If
does anybody in the party have zone of or something?
You cut out there.
Nope, that would
Oh,
be
just
Prod
zone
if
of
anyone.
That would
and
be
I don't
Prod
think
if
they have it.
anyone. Prod, do you have Zone of Truth?
No.
Okay,
No.
well, that's worth asking.
Okay. Father Killian looks
We-
at you and he's like, if I were to turn you in right now, should I expect leniency on behalf of my people from the Baroness?
Absolutely not.
I agree with you.
Quite probably
You are
she'll
not
wipe
wrong.
out half of you just as an example.
Indeed. Indeed.
And what's more, we may be dead tomorrow evening, so hardly worth the bother.
All right. You have already done us a good turn or two. I hear from young Daria that you may have done us a few more.
We're just getting started. We've been in town
But
a
I
day.
also hear from young Danny that you are to meet with the Baroness tonight. We
That
do not
seems to
have
be the arrangement.
numbers to face her head on. We are few and far between. We also know that she still has a few hostages in the manor. However, we may be able to assist you with some small tasks, if you wish them accomplished during your meeting, while she is distracted, shall we say.
Guys, do we think we could get him to rescue the other kids?
Like the ones at the inn, or the ones
Yeah.
at the manor? Probably, yeah. Like, there's limited guards there. That seems like something that, like, a small revolution could accomplish, if it's just against, like, normal guards.
And we can certainly create a commotion where most of their money is, at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, if we're attacking Baroness, she's gonna call for help.
We may have just the job for you.
I'm listening.
You've heard from Daria that we've done some good work last night.
Yes.
Well, that good work is nonetheless still in need of proper delivery. The goods are all readied, but they need to be transported to their proper destinations, if you catch my meaning.
I do understand you. There is one small issue. While the bracelets are on the children, they cannot leave the city limits.
For the moment, that is not a big concern. For the moment, we need only keep them out of the hands of ne'er-do-wells.
Very well. Very well. We can manage this. I would ask one small favor in return.
Name it. The dragon will see to it.
Your insight was pretty high.
25.
You catch a glimmer of a smile when you say the dragon will see to it. Something that's not necessarily related to you.
Am I seeing any magic?
No specific, like, illusory magic or anything. There is, like... You don't see this around many clerics or paladins. You see it a little bit around Prod, but there is this faint divine sheen around him. Like, it's sort of the aura of divinity that is exuded by a true cleric or a true paladin. Someone who actively serves their god without, like, revision or adjustment. They do what is necessary for the good of the people and the good of their god, essentially. And you don't actually see many clerics like that, but this one is.
There is more to this guy than meets the eye, I'm sure of it.
He continues. The Baroness has in her possession a item of significant importance that could aid us in shutting down the various defenses that she has subverted within the city, such as the Guardian.
That'd be the big great thing that keeps pumping up and down the streets, wouldn't it?
Oh, no. No, that's just the, that, I don't know what that is. The Baroness created it. No, the Guardian is the giant skeleton in the marketplace.
Wait, that's still alive? Or is that...
Not
No, she's gonna animate it as a giant skeleton.
alive. It is... You may have noticed traces of illusion on it. The skeleton visually is simply that, a draconic skeleton, but it acts as a support for mechanisms that are embedded within it and around it that allow the city, when in need, to activate it and use it as a defense. But it has been centuries since it's been activated properly, and once the Baroness took over, all the plans for its construction disappeared, as did its key.
You know where it is.
I believe I do. The Baroness has a vault of some kind, hidden in her manor. And I believe the key is in there.
Oh god, we're gonna have to Ocean's 11 this.
Okay, I'll put on my heels. You get the dress.
Let's make it Ocean's 12. It's much more feminist.
Understand that there is a significant chance that if we attempt a revolution, the Baroness could subvert the key for her own uses and activate the Guardian, effectively rendering any resistance. Now, I do not know if this is possible, but I would rather have that option taken off the table.
Does she need to have that key on her person?
To activate the Guardian? Yes.
We might be able to manage something. At the very least, we can keep her out of her own vault.
Alright, boys, it's time to fuck the...
Fraud, what the fuck?
What? Well-
Father Killian sort of looks over your shoulder, Darren, and goes, I'm celibate, but I'm
No,
sure
not you.
Not you.
Not you.
Okay, so
Leave the key with us.
her death key from the lair there. No one mentioned the giant mechanical dragon to me
No one.
earlier. No one in the Resistance knew about the giant mechanical dragon. Did we
No.
just skip over? Okay.
No, this is
great.
news.
barely anyone remembers that the Guardian is even operable at this point. It was put in place just after the cataclysm. So,
Can I do a history check?
sure, roll me a history check.
I want to know if I would know anything about this thing's maker, like how it operates. If like the key is strictly necessary. Okay, history. $29.
This construct is way after your time. Like, you were on this plane before the cataclysm. But after the cataclysm, it's just the library. However, because you rolled a 29, I will give you 2 pieces of information. You know that there is a book in the library that would probably detail the construction of this machine. You also know that the creator of this machine you did roll a 29. You also know that the creator of this machine has the last name of McGovern.
Ah, boy. Oh, beans.
And that's as much as I can tell you, considering that period of time you have no context for. So I'm giving you a lot.
The archive is spreading out information as it happens, the library, so it might be that I just found a fucking book detailing events or whatever.
You know some of its construction, and you know that there is a book in the library that would give you more information, and you know that the person who designed this had the last name of McGovern. That's what I'm gonna give you.
So I think either my husband or my father built this, so that narrows it down.
Well, that's oddly.
Wait, you had a husband?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a kid.
Well, sometimes they adopt.
I think we
Does
did
that usually
adopt.
work out well when there's only one parent?
Yeah, I actually know quite a few people. Actually, no, never mind. I'm fraud.
I'm
role-playing.
hold on. I'm confused. Where the fuck did you get husband or father from?
Last name McGovern, my last name. So I'm presuming it's either my father or my husband. I guess it could technically be my mother, but I've written nothing about her.
McGovern is the name I've been giving you as, like, this random librarian that you keep finding information about.
That's my last fucking name. Did you forget that? It's been written in my character sheet since session 3 in the bio section. It literally says, "Who are you? Arcus McGovern." How did you fuck this up this bad? Oh my god.
Oh,
As a
boy.
note, on my end of the character sheet, I have the librarian, and I've had that for 68 sessions.
It's been in my bio the whole
How did you-
time.
The greater
It's
question
also
I
where
can't
Aldrin and
see
Dylan
your-
is the-
accidentally get that name.
I can't see your
How did you
characters.
accidentally get it?
I don't know.
It's my last name. I thought you were like giving me hints the whole time about whether or not it's my fucking father somehow survived the cataclysm or my husband. Anyway.
Anyway.
Getting back on topic.
I'm gonna ingest that information now and work from there. Don't worry. This is canon now. Yes. Carry on.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
We will do what we can about that package. Failing that, we will see if we can provide some manner of service for the mechanism. You focus on transporting that package for us.
Very well.
You have our world. We will die, or we will do it, or we will die trying.
The latter is more likely. And he pats you on the shoulder.
Confidence. I didn't realize that I was unmuted.
Oh dear.
Okay. Right. Is there anything you guys want to do now? Or shall we end session here and begin next session at the gates of the Harmona Manor?
I will say that in between now and then, I am going around town discreetly putting more dragon faces on things.
Okay.
I will say.
Roll me a stealth check quickly for that line. Arcus?
I'm gonna use my skill to step into the library to look for the book.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
14 stealth.
14 stealth. Roll me a d6.
That is a 23.
23 investigation. You find the book. We'll cover that next session.
Yep.
That's 1.
You manage to carve one dragon face before a guard starts running after you.
I cast a spell and it happens.
I know.
You're too
Still
much of a
takes a minute.
perfectionist this time, alright?
Too
You
much-
tried to get the nostril
You were
flare
trying to
just
get
right.
all the details right, and a guard came along and went, "Oi!" So,
Good God.
okay.
I
Prog?
can literally turn myself
Eva?
invisible, for God's sake.
Anything before the end of the session?
I cast
Prog?
Eldritch
Umbra?
Blast on the priest to knock him off the
I
line.
think I was probably just looking for somewhere to resupply his arrows, let's be honest.
Gonna be a hard investigation check, but if you want to do it, you can.
I'll give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeet. Well, never mind.
Most of the city is like either destroyed or empty. No arrows. I'm sorry.
That's
Prog,
fine.
anything before the end of the session?
Cry wank.
Prog
For
wanks.
fuck's sake.
Okay. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end it for the evening. Thank you all very much for joining us. Next session, we shall meet the Baroness. And interesting things will ensue, I'm sure. For now, though, ladies and
Aaron,
gentlemen,
one arm less.
you'll find out. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us this evening. I hope you all had fun. I hope you enjoyed. And as for now, have a very good evening and a very good night. And we shall see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.
Bye.